Well, hello. This is Madeline from Madeline's Craft Room. And I'm excited because I am doing something new, actually, something I am returning to do, and that is let's create together. And if you saw my post earlier, I had it all spread out with all the different sizes so that you could prepare ahead of time and then we can create together. And so that is what we are going to do. And so if you're joining me live, please do come in and say hello. And if you're just going to watch, that's okay too. Come and say hello. And if you're new to me, yeah, tell us where you're from. But I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Vancouver Island, Canada. And I usually do my stamping live on Thursday evening, and I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of a change in the timing, just because things are a little different here. I see my camera is shrinking again. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh, these things that happen while you go live. Anyway, I have a little situation that's different with my son. And by the end of the day, I must admit I'm getting kind of tired. And so I am going to be coming live at 10 a.m. Um, my normal live on Thursdays will now be on Friday at 10 a.m. And let's create together, which is tonight, right now at 6 a.m., is actually going to be at 10 a.m. every Tuesday. So you're going to see me twice, every Tuesday and every Friday at 10 a.m. And I know that some of you may be working and not able to reach that time where you can catch me live on Facebook, but I will always put it later on YouTube, as well as you can catch the replay. So I really hope that that new time also works better for some of you. Yeah, we just want to be able to make this work and get you inspired and get you using your products and having some fun. So anyway, tonight, this is what we are doing. So I'm going to put that down for a minute. And you can see I've got all the different pieces. So what we have here is, I'm just going to look at my list, which was on the post earlier. But this is actually 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. And this is 2 inches by 2 inches. And you want two of them. And then we want this piece, which is peach pie, and that's 4 by 2 1/2. And these are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, two squares. And then we have the normal card base, which of course um, is scored. And then we have a white piece, which will be for the front, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I have some linen thread, and tonight I am using Pretty Peacock and Peach Pie, as you can see. But when I do this, create with me, um, I'm going to use a stamp set, but you don't have to use, I will tell you which one I'm going to use, but you just pick something you have at home, and it's going to be kind of fun to be able to see what else you can create. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea what I am doing here. So I am going to use the Charming Duck Pond stamp and dies, but again, you can use whatever you have at home. And with that, I'm going to show you, this is the same template that I made at a class, and many years ago, before I was a demonstrator, by Karen. And yeah, and I thought, okay, let's take that template and let's create one together. So let's get going. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually just take these pieces and put them over here. And first of all, I should show you something on the card. You can see she didn't stamp or when we did this, we didn't stamp right on the paper. And I kind of like that sometimes, like we did the sentiment, but it's sometimes nice to be able to stamp it on a scrap paper. And then it just adds a little bit more dimension because actually this card, there is nothing popped up. And I like to pop up things, but this time there is nothing popped up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the duck, and I'm going to use black Memento ink. And we are just going to stamp the duck on here. And it doesn't matter where because we're going to cut them out. And what's very unique about this particular stamp set is the way they have done the beak and the feet. So I want the orange beak and the orange feet. And Stampin' Up! Not only gave us a stamp, they gave, oh boy, my son is tired too. Can you hear him? Everybody's tired tonight. We've got the beak and the feet, and we are just going, and look at how they did it on one stamp. So you don't have to do it twice. You just do one stamp and you've got his feet. Oops, you're out. See, I am shrinking. I don't know why this silly computer stand is doing that. But isn't it cute? But it doesn't end there, ladies, because look at this. We're going to use, and I don't know if I put that one on here. Again, whatever colors suit whatever stamp set you're using. But this is what's really cool about this set. They have the duck going the other way. I'll just show you quickly this card. So you can see you can make one going facing this way and one facing the other way. But what we're going to do is did I go the wrong way? I did the wrong one. Uh-oh, hang on. I pulled out the wrong one. There's a lefty and a righty. We want, obviously, the other one. Okay. All right. So this has only, I don't know if you can you see how it has only part of it that is cut out there? I'm going to have to move these because apparently my camera has a different idea tonight. Okay, so we're going to just put that on there like that. And I probably should have stamped off, but that's okay. So we've got this little guy, and I'm just going to close this up. I don't know about you, but I am always very quick to close it because we don't want fingers and other papers and things to go into the ink. And of course, this set also comes with dies. And so I'm just going to bring my little mini in here, and we are going to cut out this little duck because it's just going to add a little bit more dimension than what we would have if we would have stamped directly onto the cardstock. So actually, I'll put that down here because that's going to be the only one that we're cutting out. And there we have him. Now, what we are going to do is, this is the piece here that we want. And I'm going to put him up here, but I am also going to stamp Hello Friend. That's, oopsie, wrong color. Pretty Peacock. Let's go with Pretty Peacock. Or should we go with, oh boy, eeny meeny. You know what? I think we're going to do Pretty Peacock just to get some green in there. So I am going to stamp, so just like this particular one that I did here, I am going to put the sentiment down here. Okay. And then I am going to, actually, I think I'm going to pop up the duck. That will be the only thing that I pop up. So I'll put this little piece, and I'm down to my end pieces. I'm sure you all cut up your sides as well. We don't want to waste anything. So we're going to just peel that off. And then we're going to just adhere that. Oh, my fingers don't want to work tonight. We're going to put this up here. And the reason we're going to put that up there is because I want to put the yarn. So we want to be able to adhere this onto the peach pie now, or whatever layer. Like I say, you can change the colors around to whatever one you want, but it is important that you have a different color for these two, or compared to the other two that we're going to mat. So we have this now. Now this is where we want to make sure that we put the ribbon, or in this case, the twine. We're going to put that on here first. So I am just going to put that in the back here. Let's move it over a little bit more. Okay. So I have it about going, what did I have? Let's get it a little more straight. I think it was about 3 wraps. And I think, if I remember correctly, what did I put on the notice board? I think I had said 3 or 22 total, I think. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put this in the back. And then this one is ready. We are going to glue it down, but not yet. So we're going to just put that there, because now we want to work on the background. You see how in this one we use the leaves, which I find that's beautiful. That is a retired one. But I thought what would be fun in this case would be to use the lily pad. So let's try this. I hope this works. But this is what I thought would look cool. And of course, what we're going to do is we're just going to go random. So I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to stamp off. So we're going to kind of get 2 different looks here. We're going to go this way. And it is important to rotate them, because you don't want everything going the same direction, because then it looks like it's not, well, it doesn't look random. Oops, don't do that, Madeline. We've got to go full strength. I probably should have turned that. Oopsie, I didn't do. See, I'm getting too excited here. Okay, I am going to go this way, and then I'm going to go, let's put one in there. And I'm going to stamp that off, because half of it is and half it isn't. So now I'm going to go half, and then that one looks good. Let's do one more. So stamp on, stamp off. And it is amazing the color differences that you can get by doing this. Because at first, and I think I even had put, oopsie, what am I doing? I had put that I was going to use Lost Lagoon. But that when I actually was following up and getting it completely ready, I was like, I don't want to use Lost Lagoon, because the color variation, it actually, this stamped off actually looks just like the Lost Lagoon. So which way are we going to do this? I think we're going to go this way and turn this one this way. And let's see, I'm going to put another stamped off one there, and maybe one here, and maybe one this way. Oops, didn't get that other end. There we go. Good enough. Okay. So now we have 2 backgrounds. Okay. And so what we want to do, and I am just going to put some wipes here. Wipe that off really close and carefully, because I know what I would do. I'm going to put something in there. That would not be good. Okay, so now we're going to mat these 2 onto here. And like, oh, actually, before I do that, when I did that one, I used the same color, except for I had used the lighter color a little bit on there. We're just using the stamped and stamp off on this one. But what I thought would also look good, and you could do either peach pie or the peach, or the pretty peacock. And in this case, I think I'm going to use pretty peacock. And I just want to be able to have a little bit. So I'm going to just go from the edges just so that we have a little bit of a color on the edges, but I like to stamp off. So at least then the edges are not white. And I don't know if you can see, let's throw this one up a little closer. See how there's a little bit of the orange that she put, or I put around the edge that Karen had showed us to do. So we're just going to go like that. And you can see that makes quite a difference already by just doing that. So I'm just stamping off, so I'm not going to have full strength. And just go around. Maybe a little bit more. And dab off. You always have to dab off because you don't want to have a big blob on your paper. So that looks good. Okay, so now we're ready to glue. So here's our adhesive, or whatever adhesive you like to use. I do like my liquid glue. I am so used to using the liquid glue, and I really do like it that it gives me the wiggle room. But you feel comfortable to use, of course, whatever one you like. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to put this on here like that. Okay, so now we have the two and we have this one. All right, nope, we're going to get rid of that. Now, of course, on our pretty peacock, we are going to put our white cardstock. Now this is usually my card front size. I usually stick to, and the inside is 4 by 5 1/4. And I find that just leaves a nice border around here. So yes, I hope that my new time will work for you. As like I said, it's I'm not going to be at my place the whole time, and so you're going to see me stamping live in a different place, and yep, just a few different things. But I hope that time works. That way, I know there were some people that were joining us from the East Coast, and of course, then it got very late. So hopefully this makes it easier for you too. But there's always the replay. And I also do put it, of course, on YouTube because there are people who are not on Facebook, and I understand that. So that way we can get it out there and get everybody inspired with some new ideas. Okay, so now we got that glued on. Actually, you know what? I forgot I was going to put a little, actually, no, I won't have enough for that. That's okay. I'm going to glue that on, or am I going to pop it? You know what? I'm having a second thought. I think I'm going to pop it. Let's do something different with this one. Let's pop it. Let's see if I've got enough on here. Oop, that are ready to roll. Oops. Okay. And one more over here. And is there one more? Yep, there's one more over here before I start using the edges. Okay. So we're just going to take off all the little pieces. One more. Okay. And then we're going to put, I'm not sticking out. I don't want that on there. And this one we just kind of put in the middle there like that. So when I finish, I will put a little bow with the linen thread. Oops, we can't see it. My camera's sliding again. But you see how it's the same template, but just by doing a different stamp. So there's so many different things that you could stamp in the background. But I chose that lily pad. What do you think? Do you think that looks pretty cool? It's a smaller image, but you just got to stamp it a few more times. So I think I'm going to use this particular, the dappled dots, because I like that orange. So I think in this case, I am just going to put, let's see, I am going to put I don't usually do this, but I'm going to put 3 in a row. How's that? Just like that. Fill up that corner a little bit. I don't always do that, but sometimes that's a fun way of filling up a corner as well. So there we have it. And you can see in this particular one, again, this is something retired, but we had these special embellishments. And so I had put that on there and I thought that looked pretty cool. So when you see the picture of my card, you're going to see I'm going to put a linen thread little bow on there as well. But there we have 2 different cards. I hope that gives you some ideas. And if you create one like this, please post your picture, as I would love to see it. And I'm sure everybody else can get some new ideas as well. So thank you, ladies. And be sure to catch me next Tuesday at 10 a.m. for Let's Create Together. The Monday, I will again post all the sizes and what you need. And then you will also see me starting this Friday instead of Thursday night at 10 a.m. as well. So thank you, ladies, and have a good week, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.